Hi there, Virgos. How you doing? Welcome back to Star Lourdes Tarot, and happy birthday to any of you having birthdays at this time. I went ahead and shuffled the cards and laid them all out. Let's see what kind of energies are around for Virgo. This is your reading for the week of the 10th to the 16th of September, by the way. First off, you have the energies of the Eight of Swords in the upright position, followed then by the Two of Swords in the upright position. And next we have the Seven of Wands in the upright position, and followed by the Four of Wands in the upright position. And lastly, we have Major Arcana Justice in the upright position. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start interpreting your read, Virgo. Let's see what's going on here. First of all, you have the overall energies of the Eight of Swords in the upright position. The Eight of Swords generally speaks of a feeling of entrapment to a certain extent. Perhaps some of you are feeling sort of bound and trapped by a certain situation or something going on in your life. Now, for me, swords represent communication and thoughts, and the Eight of Swords always for me represents pretty much being trapped in our own thoughts. It's our own thoughts that keep us trapped in a situation. Say we feel like we want to get moving on something, or we want to do something, and we're moving in our minds, we're thinking of all the different options or things we could do. However, we figure, oh, well, we can't go that way because this could happen, and we can't go this way because this might happen, and therefore we can entrap ourselves in our own thoughts. Generally, for me, the Eight of Swords speaks of overthinking a situation to the point where we almost feel like we're entrapped in something. For others of you, remember, it's just a general read, so it's going to be different for all of you. For some of you, maybe it's representing an actual situation that you're in where you do feel trapped. Say you're in a job that pays the bills and you kind of need to be there, but you don't really want to be there. Maybe you feel just sort of like you have to be there. It's just a feeling of entrapment. For others of you, it could be playing out in a relationship. Maybe you feel trapped in a relationship that you don't really want to be in, but you're just kind of there to stay for other reasons. Maybe it's because you feel that nobody would understand if you left the relationship, or because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, or you're staying there because of finances or children or other things. It's, like I said, it's going to play out differently for all of you. It's just a general read. Anyway, the Eight of Swords is an energy of just feeling trapped, or actually being trapped in a situation. But remember, it's just our own thoughts that keep us trapped there, and at any point we can release ourselves from it by sort of going within to figure out what we can do to change the situation, and then implementing said changes, and that can help us get out of this feeling of entrapment. Coming into the week of the 10th, you have the energy of the Two of Swords in the upright position. Now, this is interesting with the Eight of Swords being there. This is a card of indecision. It's a card of needing to make a decision. Sometimes, because she doesn't have the blindfold on, it can represent, I've seen it represent, where somebody doesn't want to look at their options. They have a couple of different options. They can go this way or that way, and they just really don't want to look at it. Maybe it's because of the overall energy of feeling just trapped where you are. Again, I will reiterate, you don't have to stay. For any of you Virgos who are in situations that you don't want to be in, nobody has to stay there. I mean, unless you're, legally incarcerated, or, in lockdown for a reason, you don't have to be there. But I know, easier said than done. Sometimes we can feel so entrapped by our own thoughts or by a situation that it can feel like we're stuck and there is no way out. But the Two of Swords is basically here to tell you, you do have options. There are things you can do, and it's just a matter of taking the blindfold off and figuring out which way you want to go. and then putting it into action. Virgos are very, very good at doing this. As a matter of fact, once you guys set your mind to something, there's no stopping you. Most Virgos I know are very determined about implementing things and putting things into action. However, maybe some of you are just in a situation right now where you're just feeling a little bit indecisive. And that's okay too. I mean, we all go through these phases, but I know you Virgos, you won't stay there for long. Okay, and it's paired with the Seven of Wands in the upright position. This is energies around you again at the beginning to the middle of the week. And the Seven of Wands in the upright position, this is a card of somebody being protective and being on the defense. So maybe for some of you, maybe you are having a decision to make, and perhaps you feel that you have to defend that decision, and maybe that's what's making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. For others of you, it could just be you're feeling a little bit in protective mode. You could be protecting anything in your life. Sometimes this card can represent us protecting our privacy or protecting our rights. So the Seven of Wands in this particular situation could be a good thing. You Virgos are really good at not only protecting your own rights, but the rights of other people as well. So perhaps for some of you, you are standing up for somebody else, or even several other people, or a whole group of people, which is really good. And for others of you, like I said, it's just maybe you're protecting your own privacy, or protecting your own rights to make a certain decision about an area of your life. And for others of you, maybe you just feel a little bit on the defense. Maybe you're expecting someone to come at you and you're just sort of ready, ready for it. So moving on towards the weekend, it looks like the energies change a little bit, which is nice. The weekend of the 15th and 16th, you have the Four of Wands in the upright position. This is considered one of the best cards of the minor arcana. It's the energies are really beautiful in the Four of Wands, and it could represent anything from a completion of a project. Maybe some of you were working on something. It could be representing a home. Maybe some of you are moving into a brand new home and you've just completed a move, or just completed some renovations, things like that, and you're now celebrating. It's the card of celebrating the happy home. Maybe some of you too are just actually really enjoying your home life and your family at this time. So this is really good energy no matter how you slice it. The Four of Wands is beautiful energy. Nice to see this for you guys, coming from the defensive position you were in at the earlier part of the week. It looks like things do smooth out towards the weekend. And then for some of you, because maybe you're having birthdays at this time and you're having birthday celebrations, this can represent too family barbecues, things like that. So, and it's going towards the weekend. So that's really, really nice to see that things lighten up for you guys. And at the end of the read and full-on weekend energies, you have major arcana Justice in the upright position. It's the only major arcana you have in the read, so it doesn't look like it's too much intense energies for you guys, which is good. Whatever is going on here with the Eight of Swords and the Two of Swords and so forth, it's probably just passing thing. It's something that's not too big of a deal, but I mean, it is a big deal when we're in our own heads and this is causing us anxiety. Yes, it's definitely a big deal. Just to let you know that these energies will be passing probably quite quickly, because come the weekend, it's a whole different story for you guys. And Justice in the upright position generally speaks of just that justice, and for all of you, it's going to play out in a different realm. For some of you dealing with the actual justice system, it may be that you finally get your justice. The situation is ruled in your favor. Others of you who are not dealing with the justice system, this could just be about being in a just situation, fair and balanced, where things work out in a work situation or home situation, for example. Maybe if you were, defending something or a situation, and it all works out towards the weekend in your favor. Everything is balanced and everything is just, and you get your just desserts. And if we're dealing with any kind of karma, justice is coming and it's ruling in your favor. Isn't that nice to see, Virgo? So overall, it's not a bad reading at all. It looks like the weekend of the 15th and 16th, you guys got this. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and if you did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, Virgo, take good care. Bye for now.